Right, I'm coming your way from Tetegu, and the situation here is messy, worse than we had seen at the new Weija estate area yesterday. Many houses here have just been cut off, and where we are is a no-go area. So we have rescue missions here. Just to my right, you can see officials from the Ghana National Fire Service trying to reach out to people, checking to see if people there are safe. So see, our car is even stuck now. And officers from the National Fire Service, you know me. How's the rescue mission been?
Well, it was very serious, very, very serious. So we need equipment to rescue the people from there. Even your car, can you see your own car sinking over the water? So we need more men to help us.
More men from the National Fire Service or volunteers?
Volunteer to come and assist us.
Okay. So it's risky being here, and you can clearly see that officers from the Ghana National Fire Service are doing their best, as well as officials from the National Disaster Management Organization. So their truck is right ahead of us. Our car is stuck now, and the officers have done their best and have managed to take us out. We are being directed as to where to pass. So, you are on Metro News. We are coming your way from Tetegu. So if you find our visuals appearing shaky, and my voice as well, then it's because of the terrain we are moving in. I have a gentleman here with us. Oh, it's such a difficult situation. Bosu, how do you find the situation here?
Masa, endra sani ade ne bae no. Yankase ye nyina ye hu dwiri yen. Ye hu adwiri yen papa ye hu sa ade we bi da. First time ye hia sa ade we bi. Na amanfo ho akye won fiti ndra up to enede enye kra.
So he's also lamenting that, look, they've never seen a situation like this before. It's been a nightmare for them, and they are in need. You've heard the officer from the National Fire Service calling for volunteers to join in. So beyond what they could do, that's officers from the National Fire Service and also the National Disaster Management Organization, they are saying that if you can, come over so you receive the necessary equipment to join them to rescue people, to join them to have the situation appropriately managed. So there are two key municipalities here. We have the South municipality. It covers areas like Tetegu, also Kokrobite, Botiano areas. And then Weija Bawe municipality, also covering the Weija township proper, the Bawe area and neighboring communities. And these two municipalities are both affected by the floods. I'm entreating my colleague Sami to be very cautious, because the grounds here are very slippery. Here is a gentleman coming, others following him. Oh, the lady nearly fell. We pray that we do not record any casualty. So that's what we can report on so far. Authorities are on the grounds. Emergency service officials are here to contain the situation. But from what we've gathered from our interactions, one of the core challenges they found is about construction on waterways. When you come to the Densu area, you wonder why people will put up buildings at the mouth of the river. But that's the situation here. And so beyond what we see now, advocates are calling or demanding that the authorities step in to demolish all structures that have been built indiscriminately along the key waterway here. So let's see if they will heed to this call to bring about sanity in our communities. But here, as it is now, cars are getting drowned, homes same, and related structures. We'll be meeting up with the Municipal Chief Executive for Weija to know what exactly they will be doing next.
The buffers of the water, people have built all over illegal structures, unauthorized structures all over, and therefore the water couldn't go on its way. It has to enter into people's houses. This calls for demolition of some structures at the buffers of the, because with the climate change adaptation, there's nothing you can do. Rainfalls today, you cannot determine June, July or whatever. There will be rainfalls, but we need to make sure we prepare for it all the time.
If you look at our leadership in Weija, since assumption of office, almost about 6 years now, structures that are dotted on waterways, we've started with the demolition of those structures. We still have some few more that have to be pulled down. And my promise that I gave to the media was yesterday is that those that are still there, after the river and the situation have been taken under control, we're going to make sure we put those structures down as well.
So next year we won't see a situation like this?
What is happening now is a natural disaster. You understand what I'm saying? We've had 7 days of unstopped rainfall in the eastern region. The Densu River takes its source from the Tiwa in the eastern region. So therefore, when you have a lot of rains coming through the Densu, the Weija Dam serves as a reservoir. When the volumes goes up, Ghana Water has no choice than to spill. If it happens again, of course, you cannot control it. That is nature. But then the levels that is being managed by the Assembly, I believe those measures are being put in place to avert any further occurrence. But with the natural one, you don't have total control over it.
We are seeing more structures coming up, Honorable.
If any structure is coming up along the waterway, those structures have no permit from the Assembly. And those structures that we've also marked for demolition. You, the same media people, will come in asking that we should give human face to those structures. But we don't give a whatever about that thing. We sure put those structures down. Believe me. So we taught areas that have been affected by the flood. And the last point was at the estuary, where we believe that it's actively working, and then water in the community will be moving out pretty soon. We also visited the dam where Ghana Water is doing the spillage. The good news is that the levels that are coming from the eastern region is reducing. So hopefully by close of day, the gates should be brought down so that we wouldn't have so much pressure coming into the community.